Right. I mean, who doesn't love a little honey?
It's pretty great.
Yeah, like in tea or on toast, it's a classic.
It is.
But apparently there's a whole lot more to honey than meets the eye.
Yeah.
We're going deep on honey today.
We are. It's going to be
uncovering all of its hidden superpowers.
Yeah.
We found this article super interesting, all about the kind of like lesser known benefits of honey.
Yeah.
And
I learned a lot. That's nice.
Yeah, but by the end of this deep dive,
Right.
you're going to want to put honey in like everything. Pantry, medicine cabinet, maybe even, rub it on yourself before bed. I don't know.
Who knows?
We'll see where this goes.
All right, let's jump in.
Okay, so first up, I got to ask about this whole brain power thing.
Okay.
This article talks about honey as a potential cognitive enhancer.
Right.
Like brain boost in a jar.
Right.
Sounds a little too good to be true.
Yeah. It does sound a little...
I mean, what's the real story here? What's going on?
Well, I mean, obviously it's not magic, but
Right.
it's pretty amazing. Honey has a ton of antioxidants
Right.
and polyphenols,
Mm-hmm.
and those act kind of like shields protecting your brain cells
Right.
from damage. So they're kind of fighting off free radicals. Free radicals, can lead to cognitive decline.
Ah.
So honey's kind of helping you out there.
So it's like a protector.
Yeah, kind of protecting those brain cells.
Gotcha. Okay. And what about, well, honey's got a lot of glucose in it, right?
It does, yeah.
I mean, isn't that basically sugar?
It is sugar, yeah. It's a natural sugar, though.
Right.
And your brain actually uses that sugar for energy. So a spoonful of honey can give you a quick little mental pick-me-up,
Oh, wow.
help you focus, maybe feel a little more alert.
Interesting. Okay, so the next time I'm like staring blankly at my computer screen, I should just grab a spoonful of honey.
Might be better than another cup of coffee.
Yeah, maybe. And speaking of things that keep us up at night, the article claims that honey can actually help with sleep. I know. I'm skeptical. But also, I'm desperate. So tell me more.
I hear you. Nobody likes tossing and turning all night.
No, it's the worst.
But honey can help because it actually helps your body produce melatonin.
Really?
Yeah, melatonin's that hormone that signals to your body that it's time to go to sleep.
Right.
So,
I knew that melatonin was important for sleep, but I had no idea honey had anything to do with it.
yeah, and it also helps to stabilize blood sugar levels. And that's key because if you have those late night sugar spikes and crashes,
Yeah.
that can really mess with your sleep.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why people always say to have, warm milk with honey before you go to bed.
That's right.
It's not just like some old wives' tale or whatever.
Yeah.
There's actually something to that. Okay, now this one really surprised me.
Okay.
Honey, as a wound healer.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that this was something that, people used way back in the day,
Right.
but I kind of just assumed that modern medicine had, figured out better solutions.
Well, modern medicine has definitely come a long way, but honey is still very relevant, particularly a type called Manuka honey.
Okay.
And that's because it's not just antibacterial and anti-inflammatory.
Right.
It actually has a unique compound
Okay.
called methylglyoxal, or MGO. And that actually gives it this really incredible healing power.
Wow. So it's actually used in hospitals.
It is, yeah.
Wow.
They use medical grade Manuka honey to treat burns, ulcers, even diabetic wounds.
Wow.
It can help speed up healing, reduce scarring, and prevent infection.
Amazing. So we're talking about raw honey for these benefits, right?
Yes.
Not the stuff you get at the supermarket.
Right, because raw honey is those beneficial enzymes and bacteria that you want, and those are destroyed when it's processed.
Gotcha. Okay, so speaking of bacteria, let's move on to gut health.
Okay.
Because this is where honey's prebiotic power comes into play.
It does.
Prebiotics? That's the stuff that feeds the probiotics, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay.
Yeah, honey provides nourishment for the good bacteria in your gut, helping them to thrive.
Right.
And a healthy gut microbiome is linked to better digestion,
Yeah.
a stronger immune system, and even improved mental health.
Wow. So eating honey is basically like giving my gut bacteria a little hug.
It's not a bad way to think about it.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. What about allergies? Because I've heard that, using local honey can help.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if that was just like an old wives' tale or if there's actually any truth to that.
It's not a myth,
Okay.
but it's also not like a foolproof solution either.
Right.
The idea is that if you're eating local raw honey, it exposes you to small amounts of pollen that's from your area.
Okay.
So it's almost like a natural form of immunotherapy in a way. And over time, that can maybe help build up your tolerance to those pollens. But it's really important to remember that this is mostly anecdotal evidence.
Right.
It's not like a scientifically proven cure-all.
Gotcha. So always talk to your doctor before you start, self-medicating with honey, basically.
Especially if you have, like, severe allergies or something.
Right. Exactly. Okay, let's move on to aging. Does honey actually have anti-aging properties?
It does.
What?
Yeah.
How is that even possible?
Well, remember those antioxidants and polyphenols we were talking about before?
Yeah.
They're really important in fighting free radical damage.
Okay.
Which is one of the main things that causes aging. So they're protecting your cells.
Gotcha. And I've also heard that honey can be really good for your skin.
It can.
How so?
Well, honey has been used in skincare for centuries.
Really?
Yeah, it's got humectant properties, which means that it attracts moisture, keeps your skin hydrated and plump.
Okay.
It's also antibacterial, which can help fight acne.
So it's like a natural moisturizer and blemish fighter. That's amazing.
Kind of, yeah.
All right, so before we wrap up, I got to ask about this claim that honey is a performance booster for athletes.
Yeah.
Is that for real?
Yeah, definitely. It's a great source of natural energy, especially for endurance activities.
Okay.
It's got that combination of glucose and fructose, so you get kind of a quick burst of energy.
Right.
And then also that sustained fuel.
Oh, wow. So it's a much better alternative to those sugary sports drinks.
Absolutely. Yeah, honey's a much more natural way to replenish your energy stores and help your muscles recover.
Wow. Amazing. Honey is so much more than just a sweet treat.
It is.
It's like a natural powerhouse.
It's incredible, all the health benefits.
Right.
It really is. Makes you appreciate nature, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
So we've talked about honey's impact on the body and the mind, but I'm curious, what about its impact on the environment? Like, could the way that we produce and consume honey has a bigger effect than we realize? It's something to think about, right? As you're enjoying your next spoonful of honey.
Definitely. It's a pretty powerful substance, this honey.
It really is.
We've learned a lot today.
We have.
That's for sure.
Okay, well, until next time, stay sweet, everyone.
Stay sweet.